The coronavirus. Could it be the Asian diet and the things that we eat that cause the coronavirus? Let's take a look.
Today we're visiting one of Asia's most extreme markets. About a 1-hour drive uphill from the city of Manado lies Tomohon, and what was once the largest market in the city. Welcome to Tomohon Market. I'm here with Ali.
Yes.
Brother, thank you for joining me today. How long has this market been here?
It's been forever, since we know Tomohon, it's already here.
Local vendors and local people shopping. Ali has joined to help me get acquainted with the locals.
In English, it's snake fruit.
And the snake skin comes right off. It's like this fruit has scales on it. It's nutso. The concept of normal here may be very different from your own, but I'm not traveling here to condemn the local way of life. I'm here to learn more about the Minahasan people of North Sulawesi. Can I ask you, how do you prepare your bag? Locals here are as playful and jovial as any other market I've been to in Asia. Nice to meet you. Thank you. But even for me, someone who thought he had seen it all, this place was tough to take in. This is my first time in this market. I notice here a lot of people eating dog. Why do people like dog? But not all locals think alike. People will actually capture the dogs, right?
Yeah, our dog here too.
2 dogs.
Still. That's why I don't like dog anymore.
So as you just seen, the Asian people eat bats, dogs, and snakes. And that's the reason why we have the coronavirus. Let's look at the dietary law that the Most High, Yah, our Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh is the Father's name, Yahweh Shai being the Son's name, both in Paleo Hebrew. Let's look at what the powers of heaven and earth have to say about that and what they gave to the children of Israel as a dietary law to follow. Leviticus 11, verse 1, and we'll read on down. Leviticus 11, verse 1, and the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whosoever parteth the hoof and is clover-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that cheweth the cud, or of them that divideth the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. So you can see the hare and the camel, you're not supposed to eat. The hare being the rabbit, and people eat the rabbit, so you're not supposed to eat rabbit. Verse 7, this is a big one. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be clover-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. So you're not supposed to eat pork. You're not supposed to eat pig. You're not supposed to eat your bacon. You're not supposed to eat your chitlins that people eat back in these country areas. None of these things you're supposed to eat. They're unclean to you. Let's read on. Of the flesh shall you not eat, and her carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever has fins and scales, in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing that is in the waters, they shall be an abomination to you. So you're not supposed to eat lobster. You're not supposed to eat crab. You're not supposed to eat what do they call it? The alligator, the crocodile, stuff like that. That's in the waters, because it doesn't have fins or scales. You're not supposed to eat catfish, because a catfish does not have scales. Okay, it's a bottom feeder. It eats the junk off the bottom of the ocean, of the seas or rivers. Okay. Verse 11, they shall be even abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whosoever has no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. Verse 13, and these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls, or the birds. That's what it means. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle, and the ostrich, and the osprey, and the vulture, and the kite after his kind, every raven after his kind, an owl, and a nighthawk, and the cuckoo, and the hawk after his kind, and the little owl, and the cormorant, and the great owl, and the swan, and the pelican, and gear eagle, and the stork, the heron after her kind, and the get this, the lapwing, and the bat. So over there in Asia, they're consuming these bats like crazy, and the bats are known to contain the coronavirus. The coronavirus is not only found in the bat, they're taking the coronavirus out of the bat and keeping it in labs and studying it. Okay, so both is against the Most High, because the Most High said, "Don't even touch the carcass of the bat when it's dead." So, okay, so reading on, verse 20: all fowls that creep going upon all four shall be an abomination unto you. So you shouldn't be eating no dogs. Okay. Verse 21, yet these may ye eat of every flying creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. 22, even these of them ye may eat: the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. 23, but all other flying creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever touches the carcass of them shall be unclean until the evening. 25, and whosoever bears out of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. Okay, verse 26, the carcasses of every beast which divideth a hoof and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud, or are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean. Verse 27, and whosoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean to you. You're not supposed to eat the dog or cat. It goes on paws. Whoso touches their carcass shall be unclean until the evening. 28, and he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. They are unclean to you. Verse 29, these shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth: the weasel, and the mouse, and the tortoise. You're not supposed to eat turtle soup, or mice, or weasel, whatever. Okay, and the ferret, and the chameleon, and the lizard, and the snail, and the mole. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever does touch them when they be dead shall be unclean until the evening. Okay, and upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, doth fall, it should be unclean to you, unclean, whether it be any vessel of wood, raiment, skin, sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done. It must be put in water, and it shall be unclean until the evening. So it shall be cleansed. So I'd advise everyone to take the time to go over this. Most people around the world haven't looked at the dietary law of the Israelites, and they don't follow it. So that's the reason why I made this lesson up, to let people see that what you eat is very important. And the Most High is pointed to us what is good for us and what is not, so that we can live a long life on the earth. And it's just a short lesson, but bear this in mind. And I say shalom and have a good day.